What's up, guys? So today we're gonna be taking the shit horse, which is at my house, out to Clayton's because unfortunately it's starting to get cold, winter's coming, and our cars get parked for the winter around here, which really sucks. So we're gonna take the shit horse out there and get it stored away. Get my black Tahoe winter vehicle running. I think we can go in the ditch. I think we can shortcut it. Oh, got a few new parts here to put in it. Distributor module, cap and rotor, hoping that's gonna solve the rough running issues with it. It did on Mike's. I got one of those modules from the junkyard. We put it on Mike's truck and it seemed to cure the issues he was having. So I bought a brand new one from Rock Auto. What we're gonna do right now is drain some of the water out of this thing and we're gonna put in some Prestone antifreeze. Not sponsored. This thing has street water in it right now and we're planning on storing it outside, unfortunately. So we're gonna throw some antifreeze in and then we're gonna take it to Clayton's. Luckily, fortunately, this year the car still runs. So we don't have to pull the engine out. We do have plans for the car over the winter. Hopefully we'll get it into the garage at Clayton's and do some stuff on it. We'll have to see how the weather goes and the winter goes, but we're definitely gonna be collecting up some parts for it. Post down in the comments what you'd like to see us do to it. I don't know, maybe there's something you want us to do with it. Not paint the engine pink, because we already did that.
What I'm going to do here is attempt to, I don't think this radiator has a drain bung on it. So I'm going to try to take this lower hose off. And I can't remember if it comes off easy. You know what? I'm going to take it off at the water pump side and just have to bend the hose down. I wanted to do this before I drive it out there before it gets hot. There we go. Put the antifreeze in and then the nice crews out to Clayton's will mix it up with the water good. That'll make it flow out better. I'm trying to pretty much just empty the radiator and then we'll put in this 4 liters. As the car's driving, it'll mix through the engine. The biggest thing is to get antifreeze into the engine block so that when it gets really cold, it doesn't freeze up. Clayton says he has 2 more liters of antifreeze at home, so then I'll leave it a little low, try to leave it a little low so that we can add some to it when we get there. All right, so I think I got enough drained out. Put the hose back on. Jimmy Oaks, no funnel gang. And I'm sure you guys all know that the reason we just have water in there is because for drag racing you're not supposed to have antifreeze in it because it's hard to clean up. But for winter, much needed. Well, we'll put the cap on and then let's get out of here. Get out of here without smashing into anything. Whoop. Exhaust hitting the ground a little bit. It's a little chilly today. There's definitely of something on the ground, oil maybe, or transmission fluid.
But that's something to worry about for another day. Always traffic and construction. But luckily, construction season's coming to an end because winter is coming to a beginning. So now let's see if anybody lets me in. Oh, someone did, I think. Yeah, we're in there. How you do it. You gotta be nice once in a while. So I don't know if I'll be able to rip it because we were having a few issues with it going lean. We figured it was a fuel issue, like the fuel pump, which we pulled out, and then it kind of went away, and then it kind of came back again. But we'll see. I suppose. Now that we're on a slower street, I'll try giving her a little bit like in for a second and see if it does it, but yeah, right away. As soon as it starts to make boost, just like it was doing 3 years ago. But like I said, we checked the fuel pump and all that, but unless it's just a bad connection, I don't know. I have to take that whole fuel pump apart again and go through it. It's got to be the fuel pump because it's doing the exact same thing it was doing before. As soon as it starts to make any boost, it goes right lean. There it's perfect. It runs really good, and then as soon as it gets into any serious boost. My ears hurt after being in that thing on the highway. Well, let's go see what these guys are doing. No, they're not even here. Alright, so they're not here, which means they went. I should have known the Civic's not here, which means they went to get cigarettes or something. So now what we have to deal with here is the fact that the squirrel made a squirrel house under the hood of my truck again. But to be expected, the thing's been sitting here all summer, so I don't see any squirrels around. We'll get the hood open and we'll see. So this is what we got. Thanks, you fucking stupid fucking squirrels. Gross. So there's some over here, a little bit. I don't see any damage to the wiring or anything. And then of course the big one is where the battery goes. And my hood insulation's all torn to shit. I don't really care, but let's see what we can do with this broom here. That's a lot of fucking grass, man. Now, I assume that these fucking assholes have been living in here all summer, but maybe this was from before. I don't know. Squirrel, do you need such a cushy bed? Like, seriously? Ugh. That's a lot of, you know, sheesh. I'll probably end up just taking this hood insulation off after. I cleaned most of it out of there and there. There is some chewing on this wire here, but maybe a couple down there, but nothing crazy. I'll have to blow a bunch of it out with the air hose. So now I'll get the battery, put it in, try to start it, and then have to move stuff, but I'll have to wait till the guys get back. I got the battery in. Below squirrel particles everywhere. Should start. Alright, so she's running, sort of. Sounds kind of crappy, but that's the problem. But it runs. And look, there's Mike.
Did you fix everything already? Oh.
No,
That's a good cold start.
that's just starting it.
Well, at least they never got the wires on it.
Well, they chewed this one here, this main power one.
Oh,
You can see it, they were gnawing on it there. And obviously I haven't got all the,
They use some sort of soy in the insulation.
I haven't got all the shit out of here, but I know it all in there. Got it all cleaned up, all blown out. Cold start. Still a cold start. So we got the cap off, rotor off. It looks pretty crusty. How rusty these screws are, and the cap looks kind of gross. Clayton's draining the water out of his car, all over the ground. It looks like wintertime. Yeah. So the thing that we're gonna change is this. Whoa! Now it's no good because I dropped it. It's this little module here. The cam, this is actually, what is it? Crank sensor? Crank sensor, I think. Cam sensor. Yeah, so this is the cam sensor, which is in the distributor. And like I said, we put one from the junkyard on Mike's truck, and it made it run better. So we're gonna do the same on here. So there is the old one, which looks pretty crusty, and the new one. Now, I'll take you up there and see if I can show you how it goes in there. It's kind of tricky, but so there's the distributor, and you got to make sure you have it. There's a cutout right here in order to get it in and out like that, which we figured out when we did Mike's, and like that, and then put the screws in, and that's it. And it'll run like brand new. And my phone's ringing. So Mike told me to take the air filter off to check for nuts and garbage, and check this out. So not only this hole right here was basically, it's full. Listen to it, look. Like, it is full of whatever kind of nuts these are. And that's just nuts. All right, so I put the parts in, and as soon as I started up, the check engine light went off. So it sounds pretty good. I don't know. Dang. Squirrel power. Feels good. I mean, as good as it can be. The front end feels like it's shaking, which I don't think it did before, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
Just not used to it.
Yeah, that's true. These knobbly tires on there.
Yeah.
Well, it's already running better than it was when I first started it. I'm not complaining. Yeah, that should be good. Other than the rear end makes some kind of weird noise, but I'll probably just leave that. Is this the driveway the shit horse always stalls in?
No, this is a new one.
All of a sudden, just stalls. Out of gas.
That'd be fitting, yeah.
Now the only problem is that I'm going to leave it here for like another week, and hopefully the squirrels don't move back in. I'll have another mess to clean up. Oh!
Whoa. Hit the rev limiter there.
Wow. It's also like showing almost empty on the gas gauge, so
Yeah.
I could be running out of fuel when the fuel goes to the back.
It was more of like a idle and at constant
Yeah.
speed kind of miss thing though, right?
Yeah. Like when I drove it here in the fall or in the spring, I barely made it down the street. It was just like chugga 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 chugga. Like it was not good at all. You know what I mean? Think we can go in the ditch? Think we can shortcut it?
No.
Huh?
I don't think so.
Why not? Oh.
That's pretty sick. I wouldn't have done that.
Off-roading, man.
I thought the front end was gonna dig in. It's good. The smoothie bumper.
Yeah?
That's the key to the approach angle.
I can say I was a little worried there for a second when we hit the house, because the bump didn't feel that it was that deep or tall. You know what I mean?
Just running.
And then run into the shit horse. Okay, well, this is where we're gonna park it for now. And then
This is the test. The idle quality.
I guess I won't know until
I think it's pretty good.
It feels way better than it was before, so. And the check engine light went on as soon as I changed that part, so.
Yeah,
Right? Like.
that alone.
But like I said, it's also super low on gas, and the gas is, you know, a few months old, so like it's on totally on empty. So get some gas for it and hope that it's good.
Got an antifreeze.
Oh, and my phone went flying. See, so much power, I shot my phone right. Oh, did you see?
Wow, but I just caught it. I was thinking more like a smashed front end.
Why not go bump?
No, I thought it was gonna, the approach angle wasn't gonna be.
Mike said not to
sufficient.
do it.
I said I wouldn't have done it, so that was cool.
If it still had the front like balance on it and all that, I wouldn't have. But since that got ripped off in a snowbank, I think they're running okay. It's almost empty of fuel.
There's already a squirrel in there.
Oh yeah, it's warm in here now. He's gonna be like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave the hood open, let it cool off for a bit. I'm pretty sure, like I said before, I think 4 liters of brand new antifreeze in a vehicle that's not being driven.
Yeah, but fuck, if it freezes, it freezes.
Yeah, but you don't see. Well, we can put some more in.
We'll just let it cycle a bit.
What I'm saying is, if it's like minus 40 outside, and the antifreeze in here is good to minus 28, it's not gonna freeze solid, the antifreeze.
Well,
It's gonna turn to gel. No, it'll just turn to gel.
As long as it doesn't have the expanding effect.
That's what I mean. It won't freeze because it has antifreeze.
So that should bring it up to minus 30 something.
What, that?
Minus 40
Adding
zillion.
straight more.
Well, sure.
More straight. But we should pull it up to the door and let it idle and
If you want to.
go up to temperature.
May as well.
Like I said, I just drained it and filled it. I hoped that it would be low, but it was like, I basically had to sit there for 15 minutes and let the water, like, the level go down so that I could use the whole 4 liters. Should I just pull it up on the bump part or all the way to the drive? You know what I mean?
Way to the door?
Yeah, but if I just pull it up here, then it'll be like.
Yeah. easy.
All right, we are leaving Clayton's. There he is, he's waiting. Pete started doing a burnout on the grass for some reason.
We'll see what Pete does first here.
That wasn't much of a burnout. Oh, those tires smell like pee. Rubber and pee mixed together.
China.
Woo.
All
right.
Those aren't police behind.
Yeah, hopefully not. All right, guys. Well, I guess that's it for this video. So we'll check you later. Taking them.
Dang. That's pretty good. Diesel power.